channel. Thanks for stopping by. Hoping this works because it's been a ball ache, man, to get this computer. Had to reset it a bunch of times. Took programs off, updated programs. This has been a mess, man. I would have loved to have, again, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a software update thing that's popping up. It's been a mess, bro. So I'm hoping that I can get through this without any more issues popping up. We're gonna have my favorite man, Baxter. The track is called Just Us, produced by Chemo, who we all know is an absolute monster. So without further ado, man, let's jump in. See what they got for us. Right off the hop. That's nasty.
Yeah. No. What? I saw. Yeah. Yeah. I saw a demon with disfigured tissue. I'm fanboyed them on some. Can I get a picture with you? Spudded them up with over 1,000 times. I thanked him for the hotbed of sin we're slipping into. We de-linked at noon, I was dead at dawn. Left hand still, readjust the crown you never worn. I can't change your life in its present form. Rest assured, we've been on your shoulder rocking devil horns. Born in a mirage, squawking at the stars. Ignore.
Hey, man. First off, big ups Chemo on this beat. This is just magnificent, man. No surprise on that. Loving the heaviness of that bass. Flipping it in, man. Bringing in that melody. Loving the feel of this video too, man. Like this thing here, the demon with the glowing white eyes, the mouth that's been like burned over or whatever, man. He's playing with fire here. I just love the fact that he puts his puts his arm around him and takes a picture. But right off the hop, man, it makes me think that Jam is like the poet that he is, man. He comes at topics in a way that a lot of cats don't, and right off the hop, I'm thinking he's rhyming in, I guess, as a drug. Like it's like the drug's perspective. The fact that seeing the demon, being that on the shoulder, rocking the devil horns, unable to change. Like although the person doing the drugs somehow, maybe somewhere in their mind, thinks that their life is going to change, but he's like saying, hey, do me all you like, bro. I ain't going to be able to change your life. But just digging this, man. This is so good. The package. It's a nice, neat little package here.
What? I saw. Yeah. Yeah. I saw a demon with disfigured tissue. I'm fanboyed them on some. Can I get a picture with you? Spudded them up with over 1,000 times. I thanked him for the hotbed of sin we're slipping into. We de-linked at noon, I was dead at dawn. Left hand still, readjust the crown you never worn. I can't change your life in its present form. Rest assured, we've been on your shoulder rocking devil horns. Born in a mirage, squawking at the stars. Ignoring your emaciated porcelain visage. You really want me to explore your depths in a pitch black wetsuit, snorkel and a mask. Still the same hard liquor aficionado. I swanned in scheming like a poor man's Poirot. Assemble in the lounge for the big reveal. The room ran fit with the shit that makes skin congeal. He lived his life as a Lister seal. Jelly mash rolled up and pickled for a villain's meal. Yeah, this shit is real. Place your bets, spin the wheel. Still plagued by this face I can't see. It pranks me.
Plagued by a face I can't see. Hey, bro, ain't that the truth? Hey, what a way. I know I've said it a million times. I'm going to say it a million times again before this channel's dead and buried. But the way that Jam describes shit to me, it always just makes me smile, man. The way he describes that seal, like a Navy SEAL, being like this jelly rolled up in like some sent off, this pickled jelly thing in a meat suit sent off to be some villain's meal, man. Just the thought process going into that he paints that picture so well that just because that's exactly for a lot of folks, man. That's exactly what a military person is, man. It's just fucking cannon fodder. It's a meat suit that you send out, and you know, and they come back with dead, missing limbs, broken brains, man. And for the most part, they're treated like shit. They're treated worse. It's just can't, you know, they end up on as homeless. They end up committing suicide. They end like the statistics of these cats, man, that kill themselves after coming back from war. It's just this madness, bro. This is the villain's meal, man. And really, who's anyway? I was gonna say who decides who's a villain, but that's a whole other topic.
Poor man's paro. Assemble in the lounge for the big reveal. The room round fit with the shit that makes skin congeal. He lived his life as a Lister seal. Jelly mash rolled up and pickled for a villain's meal. Yeah, this shit is real. Place your bets, spin the wheel. Still plagued by this face I can't see. It pranks me out like a letter from HMRC. You saw your future like, wait, it can't be. Like, shit, wait, it can't be. Yeah, inside the international. Slash a moral, slash irrational. Hot between cities like a string of failed marriages. I just shut my eyes and this whole town vanishes. Yeah, guess it's just us. What? It's kinda fucked up. What? I said it's just us. What?
See, sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, man, but you know you got to get that with the jam track. That even that whole thing was just us, right? It makes me think that he's talking to the cat. You know, the dude that's addicted to whatever drug he's speaking from their perspective. It's like it's just us, man. The world's fucked up. We're fucked up. It's just you and me, man. You can only count on me. I can only count on you.
Moral slash irrational. Hot between cities like a string of failed marriages. I just shut my eyes and this whole town vanishes. Yeah, guess it's just us. What? It's kinda fucked up. What? I said it's just us. What? Let's get fucked up. In a rundown eatery, sculpted out of gunk. I treated every single one of your mothers to brunch. The all prevailing sentiment I gathered from this weekend was they felt they spawned a generation stripped of any meaning. Too schmirkle to offer a response. I retreated once more into the squalor of the swamps. What I gotta do to get the populace to come, so I can live the dream and swim in Sauvignon Blanc. I cannot deliver the incompetence you want. I cannot exhibit the stupidity you crave.
Sorry, man. I'm gonna bring this back here. I just want to hear this part again because my mind is just kind of went in a different direction here. Just give me a sec.
Let's get fucked up. In a rundown eatery, sculpted out of gunk. I treated every single one of your mothers to brunch. The all prevailing sentiment I gathered from this weekend was they felt they spawned a generation.
I don't know why my brain didn't register the fact that I saw that the first time, but the fact that the picture is the same thing as they're sitting there. Anyway, they didn't. I was trying to piece something together. I didn't even see that the first time. Jesus Christ! I dig this though. This is dope.
What? I said it's just us. What? Let's get fucked up. In a rundown eatery, sculpted out of gunk. I treated every single one of your mothers to brunch. The all prevailing sentiment I gathered from this weekend was they felt they spawned a generation stripped of any meaning. Too schmirkle to offer a response. I retreated once more into the squalor of the swamps. What I gotta do to get the populace to come, so I can live the dream and swim in Sauvignon Blanc. I cannot deliver the incompetence you want. I cannot exhibit the stupidity you crave. I've never ever tasted any single earthly morsel more exquisitely delicious than my brain. It's insane. I escaped Armageddon through the back door, stumbled down the fire escape and
Bro, love that. Hey, as soon as I heard that piano, I knew what was coming. That's dope. So my brain went with, speaking of brains, my brain went with those when he's talking about the mums and stuff. My brain went from the drugs to the alcohol. but I don't think that's what he's doing here. And is he talking about the fact like some drugs like cause that brain rot shit, man, can just really destroy your brain? Or is he talking about, isn't there a drug that comes from the human brain? Like, or is that just like urban legend or some shit? I think it starts. I want to say it starts with an A, and I feel like it has the word chrome in it. I don't know, man. I know I've heard about it or read about it or whatever. Because there's the two things I'm thinking with the brain. It's either because if the drugs, if you're speaking from the drugs aspect, it's like, yeah, you know, because of eating the brain, destroying the brain, that's why it's so tasty. But I could go the other way of saying that drug actually coming from the brain is the tasty thing, because he's saying it hasn't. Anyway, I'm not sure, man. Either way, let's keep going.
Treated once more into the squalor of the swamps. What I gotta do to get the populace to come, so I can live the dream and swim in Sauvignon Blanc. I cannot deliver the incompetence you want. I cannot exhibit the stupidity you crave. I've never ever tasted any single earthly morsel more exquisitely delicious than my brain. It's insane. I escaped Armageddon through the back door, stumbled down the fire escape and shuffled through the sandstorm. Eyes all gritty, drove beneath the sand dunes, left the land licking at its myriad of axe wounds. Gas rules everything around you, please never worry. Late night dreams getting gully. I guess I gave you an itch you can't scratch, and your flag's got a hot date with my last match. Yeah, surround yourself with the right people. Is that your Lord and Savior or a blind beetle? Yeah, I kill it dead and lie peaceful. Scribble crosses on the sum of your combined evil. Yeah, entirely international. Slash moral, slash irrational. Hot between cities like a string of failed marriages. I just shut my eyes and this whole sound vanishes. Yeah, I guess it's just us. Yeah, that's kinda fucked up. What? I said it's just us. What? Let's get fucked up.
So dope, bro.
The cat that was used for the experiment had to be cut open and have a power pack placed inside its abdomen, wires to its brain to determine when it was hungry or sexually aroused, and wires to override these urges. The cat was then put on a test, sent across the street to eavesdrop on a conversation, being monitored by a van loaded with equipment. And as this poor little monstrosity waddled across the street, a taxi cab came down and ran it over. So it was $25 million down the drain.
$25 million. Hey. That's got to be some Cold War shit, man. That's what that's got to $25 million for. What the fuck are we doing, man? Seriously, what are we doing? You're gonna cut a cat open and put friggin' wires in their brain so they don't get hungry or they want to have sex, but then this fucking they can turn that $25 million down the drain because this cat just gets run over by. They can make it not want to eat, but they can't make it walk across the fucking street, right? So fucking dumb. So dumb, bro. People freaking starving to death on the street, but we're putting wires in cats and... You know what? This is... I have to say, this may be... The production on Chemo just madness, bro. Just absolute madness. This may be one of the hardest, although I feel like the first verse, I feel like I had a good grip of it. The second verse, I feel like I lost it a bit. This might be the hardest of all of Jam's tracks for me to kind of unpack. A lot of imagery in there that I completely messed with what I had, my belief of the track and where I was going with it. A lot of the imagery that he came with, man, just kind of derailed it a little bit. But cool. I mean, I definitely a track I want to hear a bunch of times, man, because it's the beat itself. I can listen to that beat all goddamn day, man. It's so dope. And you know, Jam doing his thing on it, it's just madness. So I'll definitely be listening to this a dozen more times to make sure I know where I'm going with that, man. Make some connections. But cool track, man. I mean, don't expect anything else. The dude is a monster. So is Chemo. So, man, I appreciate you being here, checking it out. I know you've heard it a million times, but go over to High Focus, give it a watch, give it a listen. If you haven't bought the album and it's still available, buy that shit, man. Everything I've heard off that, was it 38 Mansion or Mansion 38? It's just been absolutely just sick, man. Everything I've heard off that album is just dope. So I still listen to Dumb. I still listen to that track all the time, man. Charlie and Lee Scott on that shit. But yeah, man, I love you guys for being here each and every day. Thanks for keeping me doing this, man. I really do love it. I'm glad you keep coming back. Until next time, stay safe. Good evening.